It's already been quite a week at the World Center of Racing. Bang-ups and backup cars, big passes, and big wins. Welcome to Daytona 500 practice, presented by Toyota. It is a Chamber of Commerce day in Daytona Beach. Yes, some big, high, puffy clouds, but no rain in the forecast now through Sunday. Don't hold me to that. But it's 75 and sunny with a light breeze, and that's just the way we like it when you come down here to Florida in February. Welcome back to Daytona. Mike Joy, Darrell Waltrip, Jeff Gordon. We know we've not been sitting here ever since last night when the duels concluded, but you might think so, as now we're ready for Daytona 500 practice. We've had pre-qualifying practice. We've had pre-Can-Am duel practice. Now we're going to get ready for the Great American Race.
But you know what I've learned? They don't need no stinking practice. Because last night, I mean, they hardly been on the racetrack, and we saw two amazing races. I love what we saw last night. I think it's just a prelude to what we're going to see Sunday.
I wonder if we'd had practice for the duel, would we have seen so much three-wide racing early on in that first race? We'll never know.
That's a great question, Mike, because a lot of times in practice they see what the cars are capable of doing, and sometimes they say, okay, you know, we're going to probably have some handling issues here. Maybe we won't be as aggressive in those duels, but boy, we saw amazing racing. Great duels. I mean, I thought the first race was extremely exciting. Some big wrecks that almost happened, one that did. And then in the second duel, we thought, oh, they're going to get single file. No, that didn't last very long. So we're getting a better understanding of what to expect for the Daytona 500.
All right, well, there are a lot of stories that came out of last night's race, including backup cars and otherwise. Let's get down to the garage first to Matt Yoakum.
Mike, a lot of work for Kyle Busch's team. An extra hour last night, an extra hour this morning coming in to make the repair work on this 18 machine. You can see the final wrap going on the nose. They spent a lot of time. The entire right side was completely primered Bondo color. And Adam Stevens, your guys did a lot of great work.
Yeah, we had a lot of work to do. You know, it doesn't take much contact to really bang one of these cars up, and the tolerance on the templates is so tight, you got to get it right. They had to stay an extra hour last night to repair the right side, the tail, and the nose, and we got it pretty close and came in an hour early this morning, like you said, and we're able to go back through the grid and make sure that we fit well and had it the way NASCAR liked it and the way we wanted it, and started wrapping this morning, so it takes a long time to put one of these back together.
And their game plan has actually changed because they were going to go out in this first practice, as everything was good, they were going to park it until Sunday. Now they're going to finish this up, Jamie Little, and go out in the second practice a little later this afternoon.
Certainly a lot of work to be done in this garage, especially for some of the young guys, as you mentioned. You see them working on the 77 for Eric Jones. Last night he was so nervous about competing in that first race on the Cup side here at Daytona. And of course, toward the end, he got caught up. So a lot of left front damage. They've been bare bonding. They've been taping, reconstructing. Basically, it's just cosmetic, though. Nothing chassis-wise. So that's the good thing. They will not have to go to a backup for Eric Jones. But the 21 Ryan Blaney, gosh, what a run he had last night. We talked a lot about him. He was leading the pack, had a bullet for a race car. Unfortunately, though, he pancaked that car into the wall. Jimmy Johnson got the left side of the car, so they were forced to a backup. Now, I just talked to Jeremy Bowens, the crew chief for Ryan Blaney, and he said he doesn't think they're going to get out in time for this practice because, of course, they're in the technical inspection line right now trying to get approval on that backup car. Mike?
So we had backup car and inspection issues last night after the Can-Am duel. The cars of Martin Truex, Chris Buescher, and A.J. Allmendinger failed post-race minimum height inspection. So they lose any points that they gained in the Can-Am duel. Then we'll have to start the 500 in the back.
I love what Adam Stevens said about his car. He said, we went through tech to be sure that we have it like they want it and like we like it.
Well, and I got to say, boy, it was so disappointing to see what happened with Ryan Blaney. You know, this is a young superstar in the future of our sport, and he was having an amazing run last night. The car looked super fast. He's making some great runs, and really, he was just an innocent victim in that ordeal that happened between he and Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, David Reagan, if you watch this, Jeff, I watched it this morning again, and it's one of those, he zigged and I zagged. You see Reagan right there. He comes down. I think he was going to try to get in behind Jimmy Johnson, maybe give him a push. Just didn't time it too good. And, of course, they had that accident.
Yeah, what happens a lot of times as you're coming up with momentum to that car ahead of you, you want to be lined up as square as possible. So a lot of times you don't want to turn the wheel at the last second. So I just think the 21 moved up a little bit. He was moving down, and the 48 was unfortunately also coming up to side draft the 21.
There is Ryan Blaney, third-generation racer. One of NASCAR's young guns.
It's just one of them racing things, right?
It's one of them racing deals.